Alright, what is up, guys? It's been a while, a few weeks at least, since I've been able to even ride, much less make a video. But I have renewed my Natra Club membership. I didn't do that last year, so I have done that for the 2026 season, and that is prorated to include the end of 2025. So that's what we're out here doing, is exploring around. I am by myself, so we're not going to venture off onto some crazy single track into the middle of nowhere in these woods. Wanted to make sure I didn't hear anybody up there because we're about to go up it. But we'll stick to all the main areas. That way, if we have an accident, get hurt, it'll be a lot easier to find. The main area is mostly hill climb spots, so we're just going to hit some hill climbs and have some fun. It'll be the first time I've ever been up here on the XT250. Came here multiple times on the 225. Pea gravel hill. Well, there's the sign right there, pea gravel hill. Not a problem on the 250. I did not anticipate that it would be. I don't know that I should climb that. Again, being here by myself, but we'll be a little picky and choosy about what we hit since we have nobody with us. And I'm pretty familiar with the area, but we can make it up that. I have not rode here in probably a solid year, so I just wanted to come back up here and get familiar with it again. And just keep in mind that the hills never look steep on camera. Cameras do not do hill climbs justice. So if it doesn't look steep, don't worry, it's probably a little steep. And if it looks steep, don't worry, it is steep. See how this hill looks. This used to be one I would frequently climb. Doesn't look too bad. Whew. Forgot how rocky it was down here at the bottom. Tried to turn around and hit it pretty quick because I don't want somebody to be coming along that I wasn't anticipating. See how all this looks. Whew. This might be worse going down than coming up. Ooh, run-up's not very straight. Got to bend into it. Yeah, not today. Not by ourselves. Get back up this rocky hill. No problem, no problem. If there is one thing that the Kenda Trackmaster tires are good for, it's gravel. Because your main center lugs are just straight across, widely spaced, almost like a paddle tire. So, and here's the hill we elected not to climb. Once we got to the top of Pea Gravel Hill. I'll go down it though. So I've climbed this hill up to where I'm at right now on my V-Strom 650 and on the T7. It was easier on the V-Strom, but in all fairness to the T7, I think that's because I know it's because the hill was a lot smoother. When I tried to do it on the T7, we had a bunch of cross ruts across through here and you couldn't get any momentum. Alright, we've looped all the way around to pretty much the other side of the property. We'll check out another famous little spot for West Point. It's called the Bowl. It's really not anything special. They keep it graded, I don't know, once every couple of years, and once it starts getting kind of sketchy, they come through and run a dozer down it again. So depending on when you catch it, it can be a little fun. And again, popular area, so people hanging around. And it has been very recently graded, because it is not steep at all and is very smooth. There is a beginner section of single track. I'll cut the camera and I'll ride over to that. I would like to do a touch of single track. It's a pretty safe section, so let's go hit that real quick. Alright, before we do the single track, on my way to the single track, there is one more hill I want to climb. As long as it is, I think it may even look, hopefully it looks sketchy on camera. You got to go all the way over that third power line pole up there. It's not that sketchy though. Knock on wood. It's been a while since I climbed it. But you can ease your way into it, as you can see. Oh yeah, easy. We could do that on the T7. Outer loop orange arrows. Alright, we'll get us a little single track in. It's kind of double track right now, but this is the track that I've done all my beta demo rides on. And I'm going off memory, and that's probably not a good thing to do. You need to pay attention to the arrows, because it's been a long time. Those arrows are probably not the same spot. Might be, might not be. Thank you, skid plate. Glad all them little kids was taking a break, because otherwise I might get embarrassed. A kid on a 65 come flying past me. Gets a little narrow. I was also expecting it to be a little muddier. I do it every time. I do it every time. First lap I make every time I'm out here on a demo day, I miss that turn. I think the first time I've ever come out here and rode it on my CRF, I've missed it. I don't know if I ever rode the XT250 on this trail. I probably did. I blow that turn every time. Hey, the taller handlebars really do make a difference standing up. I'd be hunched over so much with the stock bars, my lower back would already be hurting. The only downside to this specific set that I'm running that I've mentioned in other videos, which is the Tusk Mini High Bend, I don't think I have mentioned it in any other videos, but I've mentioned what bars they are in other videos. I get skinny. The biggest problem, not problem, the biggest thing you notice for me is like trying to turn around on the top of some of them hills. I was gonna pop the clutch and just stand it up and kind of pivot turn it a little bit. And the bars are pretty tall for me. But again, I'm short. At 5'7". I just have a little bit of a long reach, and I have a little bit of a long inseam for 5'7", so taller bars definitely, spiderweb to the face, definitely feels better for me. Any normal 5'7" person with like a 29 or 30 inch inseam and normal length of arms is probably gonna be fine, but my reach is a little further and my inseam is a little longer, and then I've just got a short torso, so I think compared to average. So, but yeah, the bars are up so tall that you really can't pull. I cannot pull up on them while I'm trying to kind of do that little pivot turn on the back wheel. Probably get used to it. I mean, that's the first time I've tried to pivot turn this bike specifically, so could probably definitely get used to it if I just tried it a few more times when I wasn't on the top of a hill and in a precarious situation. Practice it on some flat ground a little bit. Probably just gonna have to rely less on yanking it up and more on actually the dumping the clutch and getting it up. Second gear is perfect for these tighter trails. When I'm riding the Bankhead loop, which is 2-track, I mentioned how second gear is almost not tall enough. On this tight single track, second gear is, I would say, perfect. Not revved out too much, but you're not. Woo! Got a little too close to that log on the left. Caught my boot and smashed it against the engine case as I rode along it. Yeah, you're not lugging it too much that it's gonna go dead. You're really right at the bottom of power band. Just as soon as you whack it wide open. Deep hole there. Literally. You know, the engine will pick up, take right off without bogging or stuttering or anything. And at my skill level, and really at the limit of the bike too, you're not going to be going on something this tight faster than wide open in second. So tight single track, I would say stock gearing's pretty good, at least for a leisurely pace. And again, if I was trying to race along as fast as I could, I still wouldn't be out riding second gear speed. Not on this stuff. I don't even do it on Bankhead. Like, I rarely click third out there. So definitely wouldn't want to re-gear it and then re-gear it a little faster for 2-track at Bankhead and then come out here and be trying to ride this stuff. Probably be running too low of an RPM, at least at this leisurely pace. Oh, that's a log hop. And if you was trying to ride faster than second gear through stuff like this, you're going to be out riding the bike suspension by a long shot, no doubt. And there we go, that's beginner's loop. So we got us a little bit of single track. All right, guys, that is it for today. There's a single track we were just on. I have worked up a good sweat, and I've been riding for about an hour and change, hour and 15, 20 minutes, just poking around between all these hill climbs and such, and that single track. So I'm going to point her back south to home, sweet home Alabama. I did leak some gas on that single track trail. I don't think I've mentioned it in a video, but this gas cap, a previous owner pried it off because they lost the ignition key, and so getting it to stay on is a little finicky. They pried it off, replaced the barrel with the key that matched the new ignition, so they did all that right. They should have just picked the lock, because they actually ended up damaging the tank getting that off, and so that's why it's crooked at a 45-ish degree angle. So maybe we didn't lose too much, but we lost some, as bumpy as that trail is, and I had a full tank of gas. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, kind of testing the XT250 on some of these hill climbs, and I kind of already knew how it would perform, but yeah, we will catch y'all on the next one. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, so you don't miss out on the next one.